into the scholarship world, being behind a table, doing what you're told to do.
All the spellings and the mathematics.
But it was more of this kind of structured. Also because I didn't read the same time as the others. So somehow I was not connected, not understanding everything. But then when I was in the courtyard playing, that was my world. And I could imagine any kind of life, any kind of situation, any kind of being. It was possible.
So what did you do in class if you couldn't really follow up with the others about the readings and academic demands?
I was trying,
were you naughty? Did you try to make trouble for the teachers?
I remember loving laughing. And loving making the others laugh. So we'd have a little entertainment, you know.
Okay. So during the class, during the lessons, you would make other students laugh every now and then?
Yes, I remember loving laughing and finding it hard to restrain a need of laugh. That I remember very well. I would get very, very, very red. But my mother, for a while, was a teacher, and she was my French teacher. And so there was no time. I had no space to laugh. I was in the front row. She put me in the front row and work. So my academics become better afterwards, of course, because I was spot on. You know? And then when my mother asked me when I was 14, you know, what do you want to do? And I said, well, maybe acting. It just came out of the blue, I have to say. We were doing theater together. But when I was 17, I had directed in my school, high school, and it was very clear to me. I wanted to be part of that family, but I didn't know whether it was directing or set designing or acting. It didn't matter to me, actually. It was just being in that family world. You choose your family.
The first movie that you played a leading role was in Rendezvous, right? How important was that movie for you?
Oh, very important, because it was the first time a director would trust me. And having a film on your shoulder is quite an experience, because you've got to follow up the whole transformation, the inside transformation, mostly, and know what you're doing. And I was chosen 3 days before. So I had to jump into it without thinking.
As a supplement or what? Why didn't they choose their leading role earlier?
Because there was a struggle between the producer and the director. Because the producer wanted to have an actress who was well known, who had some experience before as in a film. I had done 5 films before, but there were small parts. And theater as well, but they didn't know. So the director fought for me. And also it was written the last minute. Everything was the last minute a little bit in this film. So it was important in the sense that even though it was difficult to make, because it was very cold, first of all, it was like 15 degrees under zero, 20 degrees under zero, and had almost nothing on. I had a raincoat. I was like...
what was running through your mind?
And I remember once my jaw got stuck because of the cold. I couldn't cover it. I go back to my trailer to warm up and go back to normality. It's true. It was horrible. But and also there were kind of nude scenes, tough nude scenes. And in the 80s, you know, directors, they were very demanding on for actresses.
But it was also the urgeness that you had to prove yourself to be able to play this role, right?
And go for my dream. Nobody's going to do it instead of you. You know, when you have this crazy dream of acting, and I don't have anybody in the business, you know, in movie business at all, you've got to make your possibilities now. There's a sense of urgency, especially, when you're a young actress. It's a very difficult time. People don't realize. I mean, for young actors too. I mean, it's not talking about the sex difference. You know, it's you've got to believe before the others.
因为在激情蜜约的精彩表演，20岁的比诺什第一次获得了法国电影最高奖凯撒奖最佳女演员的提名。之后，她机会不断， 1985年，她在格达尔的《向玛丽致敬》里露了一下脸，接着担纲主演了卡拉克斯的《卑贱的血统》，再次获得凯撒奖最佳女演员的提名。1988年，菲利普·考夫曼根据米兰·昆德拉小说《生命不能承受之轻》改编的电影《布拉格之恋》让她举世闻名。那时她才23岁。
不知道您是否注意到了朱丽叶的笑声？相对于她那娇小玲珑的身躯，如果只听她的声音呢，更像来自于一个高大健硕的女人，因为这笑声是那么的爽朗，甚至带着点无所顾忌。著名电影导演明格拉呢就这样评论她说：“朱丽叶是一个非常有爆发力和感染力的演员，无论是她的笑声还是她的眼泪，都可以瞬时爆发出来，感染每一个观众。”正是凭借这样具有感染力的表演，朱丽叶塑造了一系列性格迥异的屏幕形象。这其中究竟哪一个最像她本人呢？
朱丽叶·比诺什这个名字让我们想起的是巴黎新桥上患有眼疾的流浪女画家，是在痛失丈夫女儿后勇敢找爱的音乐家遗孀，是在大漠中历尽战争磨难的护士，还是小镇上用自制的巧克力温暖人心的女神。每个人都有自己不同的答案，但是那些都只是银幕上的朱丽叶·比诺什，或者说是她的某些碎片。哪一个更接近真实的比诺什呢？这也一直是很多观众心中的一个谜。
Which role would you think is the closest to your true character and personality?
I can't answer that.
You can't answer that.
No, because I feel I'm close to all of them.
Like your role in chocolate. Well, this is about not only transforming yourself, your own life, but also transforming other people's lives.
Yes. There's she's kind of therapist, she's a doctor of chocolate, like a homeopathy,
I love that medicine.
Yeah, me too. Which is not very good for your liver and spleen, from what I understand, but it's good to give you.
You decided to take that role during your second pregnancy, when you were about to give life to the daughter. So at that time, did you have a special feeling about women to women, mother to daughter relationship?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did this film thinking of my daughter, because it's in the film. It's a relationship between mother and daughter. And also what I liked about it, because you think that she's transforming everyone, she's giving, and wants to, she provokes people in a very specific way, but at the end, she's the one being transformed by the others. And that's, the circle comes back. I find it fascinating in life that you think you're so active in a certain way, and actually life comes back into you in a different way. And she's the one who needs the real help somehow, because she's running away. She's frightened.
Yeah.
Just needing an adjustment. I hope it'll be better now.
My mother knew Rue's return had nothing to do with the silly old door. So did I.
I thought you'd never guess. My favorite hot chocolate.